was a long day. Well, wonder we got this set up. Well, all things considered, might as well make a new one. So, it's been a while, hasn't it? So, wow, okay, it's been a while since I last did one of these. Welcome back to another, man, what series is this again? I think it's the Fight the Meta series, where I look at stuff that's kind of stupid and really shouldn't work, but it does anyway. And it's also a lot of fun to do. So, today we're going to be looking at kind of a new one that I had uncovered in Destiny 2 as of late. With the release of the Season 3 patch and like all the buffs that they gave to the different exotics and everything, I discovered something actually kind of fascinating. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you all today. So, without any further ado, let's get into what exactly you need in order for you to run this mystical new loadout that I had discovered. So as I said before, this is going to be about a unique synergy that, well, let's see. In the words of one of my childhood influences, a company, in this case this loadout, is like an enormous clock. And it only works when all the little cogs mesh together. So, what are those little cogs, you may ask? Well, that's what we're about to get into right now. So, number one on the list is the Sweet Business Exotic All Rifle, a personal favorite of mine ever since the Destiny 2 beta was released, and it's arguably one of the best all rifles in the entire game. 99 rounds in the mag, 99 in the reserve. Nearly 1,000 rounds of ammo, one short of 1,000. I don't know why they didn't make it 1,000, but that's not what the point is today. So, if you want a full breakdown of the Sweet Business besides me just rambling about it and just saying how glorious it is, I've got a video for that somewhere. I'll probably link it in the description. I forget what it was called. Something about a strategizing redesign. I don't know when that's coming back, but, you know, let's just move on to the next part. 2. A Titan able to equip said Sweet Business. You heard me right. This is a Titan exclusive loadout. And I will explain why it is a Titan exclusive in a couple seconds. However, the main reason is number 3, the Actium War Rig Exotic Chest Piece. Now, you see exactly the reason why it wouldn't work, because Hunters and Warlocks do not have the Actium War Rig. They do not even have something that is relatively similar. Well, actually, no, that's not true. The Warlock does have the Lunafaction boots, which you could, in theory, use to do this. You know, if you want me to make a variant video on that, like the Warlock Sentry, then please let me know, and I will, you know, I'll get on that as soon as I possibly can. But so, why exactly is the Actium War Rig important in this case? Well, the way that the Actium War Rig works in this particular instance is every couple seconds, I think it's every 3 or so, it reloads 10% of the weapon's magazine from your reserves. So that means that you can continue to hold down the trigger on an auto rifle, like the Sweet Business, and just keep going for way longer than you're supposed to, which is actually kind of the key feature. But there is a bit of a problem with the Actium War Rig in the way that it functions, because there are some occasions in which you will get down to 0 ammunition in your magazine, it will jump right back up to 10, and you will have to reload it anyway. So, in order to supplement this, on any of the subclasses that you choose to play this with, this is a multi-subclass weapon, you can use whatever kind of subclass that you want to use, or whatever kind of build, that's not what this is about, but you need to run the Rally Barricade. The Rally Barricade, if you don't know how that works, is it's essentially like having to load your weapon from behind the little barricade. Okay, that's a terrible description. Essentially, whenever you uncrouch behind it, it automatically reloads your weapon without you having to actually go through the reload animation and have to stop. So, if you just keep holding down the trigger on the Sweet Business, then it just goes forever and ever and ever until the Rally Barricade runs out. So after you put these key components together, what you get is something a little obscene and arguably the strongest damage per second in the entire game. As you know, the Sweet Business has the largest amount of ammo in both the magazine and the reserves out of any weapon in all of Destiny 2, or even all of Destiny 1 for that matter. So you have one round short of 1,000 bullets. The portion of the magazine being loaded every couple of seconds is about 10 rounds. While you may be inclined to think that you will be able to hold down the fire weapon until Kingdom Come, that sadly isn't the case, as there are moments when the magazine gets to 0 or when it gets to 0 and 10 bullets are added, but it makes you reload anyway. To counteract this problem, that's where the Rally Barricade comes in. The Rally Barricade, as I already said, makes weapons able to be loaded to max magazine capacity, just by crouching and uncrouching. This is typically used for the Callous encounter in the Leviathan raid because of its increase in damage per second by removing reload times. How this works with the Sentry Titan is by using the Rally Barricade, you continue to fire the weapon even when you are crouched to keep this weapon at its maximum fire rate. Now, there are a number of places that the Sentry Titan can call home. However, there are places that I recommend it in more than others. In particular, objective-based game modes in the Crucible such as Countdown or Control for Crucible players who are up for something different. Thanks to the power of the business and its massive fire rate, you can turn anyone into a living piece of Swiss cheese. But be warned, as multiple Guardians with Graviton Lance and good aim can take you down relatively quickly. What makes this loadout great is its use in Escalation Protocol and other player versus enemy activities. I mentioned Escalation Protocol because this is where I found the loadout shine the brightest. Why? Well, the bosses in Escalation Protocol have a limited time in order for you to dispatch them, about a minute and 30 seconds each on average. It could be less depending on how quickly you finish the wave that comes before. The best part about it is when you use the Rally Barricade, by the time you run out of the Rally Barricade, you can create a new one so that you can keep the damage going until you run out of ammo in your kinetic weapon. And just as a fun little visual glitch that happens, the sweet business seems to glow hotter and hotter as you continue to shoot, until the point when the weapon appears to glow like the sun. But other than that, the Sentry Titan is a ton of fun to use in both PvP and PvE activities. And I hope you guys are looking forward to an awesome summer, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.